All right, everybody's got their opinions about God, about who He is, about what He is. We argue about all sorts of stuff, don't we? Right? What color is He? What ethnicity is He? Right? And some people want to, again, historically He was Jewish faith, lived in that region, grew up in and did ministry, all in that area of Israel. And so, yeah. I don't know that it matters so much what he looked like. We don't have any photos. And I really believe every culture, if we're going to get into fighting words, kind of sees them how, in a way that connects, in a way that helps them to sort of, to be able to kind of understand and relate with. And so I know there's a Chinese artist, and that's, in his paintings, Jesus and other biblical characters look Asian, right? I'm sure there are African artists, and that's what he looks like, and American artists, and European artists, and he's going to look like them because he's human. And so for a lot of them, they're not trying to go for absolute historical accuracy. That's not the point at all. The point is that we would know him, that we would know him as our Savior. And that we would know the truth about who he is, right? 1 John chapter 1, verse 5 says this: "This is the message we heard from him, that we heard from Jesus, and we're going to proclaim to you that God is light, and in him is no darkness at all." If you want to talk about who God is, that's what we got to talk about. He's not about darkness, so why would we be, right? He is about light, and so that's what we should be, right? Because if I'm sort of drinking from that well, I mean, that's what's going to fill me, right? If I'm partaking of that food, right? If I'm being filled up on that, I'm going to have joy and peace and love, and that's how I am going to live. Am I going to do that perfectly? No. I'm going to need God for every single step of that journey, every bit of energy for that fight, every fighting word that He can give to me. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it, and I'm praying that these words, in case you're not sure what I'm talking about by fighting words, these are just words that I want us to take seriously, this truth about God for us, as a way to combat the lies that we hear all around us. Embrace God's truth and just go with Him and His love for us, all right? We'll talk to you next time for another follow-through.